So I just got this question from a person who has a horse that is aggressive at feed time. Specifically, she says that this horse double-barreled kicked at her while she was feeding. And one of the things about horses who are food aggressive, who are pushy, who are kicking at you, they really just haven't learned the clarity of your expectations. Now, I'm going to get a little bit into the weeds here, but a lot of people are either on one extreme, and that's what I call the make that horse move their feet and get after that horse and make that horse respect you side, right? And then you have this huge gap where there's this other side where people are so afraid to even give their horse clarity and direction that they let their horse walk all over them. Like a lot of things, the best path is kind of right in the middle. And so while you don't want to have to be a tyrant or abusive or, have a lot of ego wrapped up into making that horse respect you, the horse doesn't care about that. That's not what they're about. You have to give them clarity. And so one of the best ways to give your horse clarity, especially in this situation, is by backing them up, right? Because when you stop a horse from wanting to go forward, to push on you, to kick at you, and you're backing them up, it's what we call a pattern interrupt. And I teach a lot about pattern interrupts. And when we talk about pattern interrupts, what it does is it interrupts that negative thought process, that thought pattern, right? And so instead of thinking about kicking or biting or whatever, you're saying, let me do something productive with your feet. Let me direct them. So I'm being proactive and giving you some leadership and direction, and let's get those feet going that way, right? This is something that you can practice on the line, but even when you're feeding, you don't have to have them on the line to back your horse up. You can add pressure and drive them backwards and keep them out of your space, keep them out of your bubble before they ever get close enough to do you harm. So if you have a horse that that kicks, have yourself a good maybe 6-7 foot bubble when you're feeding and say, anytime they come into that bubble, I am driving you away. You got to move back away from me. And then when they're patient, right, when they lower that head, then you can put their feet in their bin or put their hay out or whatever, as long as they're quiet and they're kind and they understand that you have an expectation that they can't just come and push all over you.